What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Thank you for joining me once again. If this is your first time and you like all things EDC, go ahead and subscribe down below. Comment, let me know what you like about the videos, what you don't like about the videos. If you're back for another one, thank you for supporting the channel. I appreciate all the support you guys give. Also, we started the giveaway on the last video. If you haven't seen it yet, we're giving away a nice brand new Olight flashlight, 2300 lumens. If you haven't seen the video, go ahead and check it out. I'll put a little card or something in the description so you can go check it out. But I'm waiting for at least 1 or 2 months and give enough people time to comment, subscribe. That way enough people can get a chance to win the flashlight. Then I'll do a random number generator and have it just pick a number from 1 through whatever the last subscriber is, and that's who wins it. The last several weeks have been pretty busy. I've been pretty slammed, so I haven't gotten to do as much recording and reviews as I'd like, but we're back for another one. As promised in the previous video, the little trailer. Today we're going over this beauty you see here. This is the Century Arms. Let me show you here. Century Arms AK47. As you can see there, the C39V2 from front to back. This is an American-made AK47 with Magpul furniture on there. Let me give you another look. So let's head on down to the tabletop, give you a look at this. There you go. Let's go on down to the tabletop. Also, again, guys, don't forget we take prayer requests. That is more important than anything we do on this channel, to the glory of God. If there's anything that you want to pray about, go ahead and write me at allthingscincoedc@gmail.com so your business stays private, confidential. Nobody needs to know. Also, this is a community channel. If there's anything that you want to talk about, questions, comments, complaints, concerns, go ahead and write me. I'm open to the public. I'm a servant for you guys. So go ahead, feel free, don't hesitate. Let's go on down to the tabletop and see what this girl has to offer. So here we are down at the tabletop. This is her once again. This is the Century Arms AK47, as you can see there. There's a C39V2. There's actually not a ton online. I was looking up, trying to get more information about this thing. There's not a ton online, so I'll try to go over it as best as I can over this specific version because I didn't see this specific one anywhere. So let's go over it front to back and see everything she has to offer. So just a couple of overview statistics. This rifle is 100% American made. I know that's big for a lot of you guys. I love American made stuff, so that's a good thing. It does have a 16-inch barrel on it. It is a 1 in 10 twist. Overall weight is coming in just over 8 pounds. It is about 38 inches long from front to back, so she is a big girl. The receiver is milled 4140 steel. It is a chrome moly 4150 nitride treated barrel. So standard, it comes in the AK-47 caliber, the famous 7.62x3.9. The front thread here. Oh, let's go front to back and let's go over it. So here on the front, we have this muzzle device here. I actually really like this thing. This thing does multiple functions here. So as you can see, it's got ports here. So they function as a flash hider here on the front. So this thing works really good, even though I got some nice fireballs with this thing, but it does mitigate the recoil a little bit. This rifle actually shoots really flat. I actually really like the way it shoots. And I believe this muzzle device has a lot to do with it. As you can tell here on top, it's got these holes here and these little chevron looking arrows pointing backwards here. So I believe they serve as a compensator slash very slight muzzle brake almost. And I think that helps this thing a lot. As you can see on the front here, as AK-47s have, you got this little detent here that you can take this thing off with. Reverse thread, sorry about that. So you can keep pushing it in. It locks in that little notch there. So once you push it in, you can unscrew this thing. So as you can tell, you can put other muzzle devices. Of course, they got to be compatible with the thread. It is the 14x1 metric thread. So keep that in mind anytime you're gonna get something for this. And while we're at it, I brought this baby out here so that we can do comparisons between different things. This one actually has its own individual video. If you haven't seen it, check it out on the channel. I'll try to, if I remember, put something up in this corner here. If not, it's on the channel. Go check it out. I've gotten reports that if you watch the videos on this channel, you all of a sudden start getting 10% more friends than you had before you watched the video. Okay, so you don't want to miss out on that. You got to just trust me on this, okay? Going right back to it, you have here the standard front sight here that's adjustable for windage, as every other AK47 rifle. Let me see if I can show you there. If you can tell, it has the thread. See the thread pattern there on the base of this thing? Dirty. You can spin this thing so you can elevate it or lower it as necessary to line up with your rear sight, but we'll get there in a second. So you got your standard front sight there, the famous front sight. Going all the way back, this is your standard barrel here, and we spoke about a little bit ago. You got a little loop there so you can do a tie sling. Moving right along here, you got your gas block here in the front. You got your gas chamber going all the way back this way. It's got little ported holes here to escape heat, I assume, which this thing really does get hot. My hand has slipped off this front handguard once or twice, and this thing has not been nice to me when I do that. It doesn't like being touched where it's not supposed to be touched. So definitely 100% keep your hand on the handguard. If not, you're gonna have problems there. So as you can tell, this one has Magpul furniture on it. It has the MOE AK, if you can see there, whoop. MOE AK handguard on there. You got your M-LOK slots on this side and on that side for your attachments. So you can put flashlights, you can put whatever you want to put on here. And it's got a very similar top to this as to the AK pistol. Very similar handguard, identical handguard. So see, you got slots there, slots here, slots there. Forgot to mention, you also have slots here on the bottom, so you can do whatever you got to do. Get you a little foregrip that has a flashlight included on there. That's an awesome option. But if not, you can always side mount your flashlight. So big difference between this and this other one. This front sight block, not adjustable. This one is, so that's a big plus for this one. As you can see there, you got different markers there, so you can go back to whatever position you need to accordingly, so you can make your adjustments as necessary. So for those of you who don't know, in order to adjust that sight, you just push in the little detent it's got here on the end. You can move it up to elevate this back part, as you see there, or you can move it back. And as said, these numbers are to put it back in the same position that you had it before, so you don't lose track of what your zero was. So that's fantastic. So one major difference between this girl and this girl is that this dust cover is on a hinge. It's a rotating dust cover. This one, as soon as you pop it off, the whole thing comes off there, and it's a little more difficult to put on. I mean, it's not much more difficult, but it is a little more difficult to put on. You got your standard AK recoil spring in there, working in conjunction with your piston and your bolt there to do what all AKs do. So that's that. This thing takes a little while to put back on, so go with the magic of cameras. Voila, we are back. So as every other AK, you got your charging handle here on the side. You got your safety and your fire switch there, S and F. Now on this one, they try to be a little funny and put the A there as if it meant something, but no, means nothing. So you got your standard and your safety and your fire switch there. And this thing works not as good as this one. I got to give it to Palmetto State Armory. Whatever little adjustments they did here, they give you the extra little ledge here so that you can work this thing from back here. And it definitely works a lot smoother, though I'm sure this thing here, we could just bend a couple pieces of metal to get that thing work a little better. But it works, it does what it's supposed to do, so you can't ask for much more than that. That was just a personal preference. In order to switch that thing on and off between shots, it was a little more difficult. But moving right along, you got the MOE AK stock here. This is a fixed stock. I had zero problems with this thing, and this thing is actually really comfortable to shoot. But you can get all kinds of stocks. As you can see on this one here, it's a pistol brace, adjustable pistol brace, so that works too. Most AKs, you can get it without anything on the back because obviously there's no buffer tube here like an AK-40 or like an AR-15. Moving right along, you have the MOE grip here, which I really like these things. It also has this little, and there you go. It's got a little storage compartment there that you can put whatever you want to put in there. Then you just pop this sucker back in. You can put batteries if you needed it for an optic. You can put ear pro in there so you never forget ear pro when you go to the range. You can put all kinds of stuff in there. This standard AK trigger here is not really a big deal. There's not much difference between that and the trigger on this thing here. They both look pretty close, pretty similar. You don't need to go crazy on the triggers, though they make some fantastic AK triggers. Look into those. They're aftermarket triggers. They're pretty nice. One big plus about this thing is, if you can see here, the mag release on this thing is like oversized. Let me see if I can get you a good look at this. Yeah, this piece here, like a paddle release there, much bigger than the one here on this one. So that's a big plus for the Century arms. I did take this thing to the range and I put a bunch of rounds through it. I put different kinds of ammo through it. Obviously, AKs are famous for shooting everything. I put mag pull mags through it. If you don't know how to paint a mag like this, I have a video on that too. Go check it out. I even used the famous steel mags. Had no problem engaging, pulling those out of there. No feeding issues with that. Even the US Palm Edition, as you can see there, put these right in. No problem with them. They go right in there. I had no feeding issues with any of them. They all work just fine. Bam, bam. I'll roll in a photo of the ammo. I used, I believe it was Wolf. It was tool ammo. And AKs have no problems with it. They'll eat anything you put in this thing. And this thing shot fantastic. No failures. Overall impression of this thing was, this thing shoots very flat. It shoots really good. I had no accuracy problems with it. Once this thing gets dialed in with your adjustable sights, this thing can hold a very good zero. It's not like a sniper rifle or anything, but you can definitely do what you have to do out to 25 yards, which is more than enough for normal people. I think between this muzzle device it has here on the front and the weight of the rifle, it just lends itself to shoot very flat, shoots very straight. I really enjoyed shooting this thing, and there's not a lot more to say about this thing. It's a regular American-made AK-47. It was really well built. It feels solid. I didn't have any problems with it. Reliability was good. All the function and everything was good, so zero issues. I recommend this to anybody. I think the latest numbers on gun deals and websites like that was around $600 to $700 now. I think they MSRP'd at the beginning between $800 and $900, probably up to $1,000. There's a bunch of different versions of these. You can get them with wood furniture on there. You can get them with different stocks. You can get it without a stock. You can get different muzzle devices, the standard AK slanted muzzle device. There's all different kinds of versions. But I would say if you have a chance or you're thinking about getting an AK, this is a great option to go with. I would recommend it to anybody. And you can customize it to however you want. You can get the side mount for the optics. You can do whatever you got to do. I actually really like the way this thing was, just the iron sights. So I would leave this particular model. As you can tell, this one does have an optic on it, but this one with the adjustable sight works fantastic. But other than that, that's it from me, guys. If you have any questions about it, like I said before, we're a community channel. Reach out, ask, comment down below. I got no problem answering. I try to get to everybody, even if we agree or disagree. I reach out, we discuss things. I got no problems. But until next time, here's some more range footage for you guys. Enjoy. Don't forget, get armed, get trained, stay informed, and above all, Jesus Christ is King. I love you guys. I'll catch you in the next video.